Hey guys, as we have already talked about the HDB timeline for buyers, today we're going to talk about the financial calculation for HDB buyers. One of the most important topic among you couples, or if you're a single purchaser, is even more crucial that you know every bit and pieces of the smaller amount that comes with purchasing a HDB. So let's just say you are buying a 4-room flat, and a 4-room flat in today's market in a decent location, decent size and all that, it's about 700,000 and up. So let's just do 700,000. So your purchase price is 700,000, and then there's obviously the stamp duty. So it's a formula, right? I use 700,000 times 3% minus 5,400. So that will give you $15,600. So the good news is that for HDB, only for HDB, you're able to use your CPF to finance the stamp duty. Okay. For condo, in another video series, we'll run through how you can finance the stamp duty. But right now, the legal fee, let's just say, is between $2,000 to $2,200. Okay, if you use private law firm, sometimes you can get even cheaper than that. But let's just take $2,200 plus minus. If you add up the total, 700,000 plus stamp duty plus legal fee, that will lead you to $717,800. So there are some cash component that you have to be aware of. Okay, so I'm writing the financial calculation assuming that you're using a HDB loan, right? So there is the request for valuation. So there's $120. So we have to do online, get the valuer to come down and assess the property, and then the valuation report is $120. So the resale application submission, it's another $80. Obviously, if you're taking a HDB loan, there is the caveat title search. Usually plus minus depends on your property price, about $138. Assuming that your completion date is on June, and most of the sellers have already paid for the entire year of property tax since January, then you have to prorate and reimburse the seller the remaining half of the year. So property tax, I'll just put a ballpark figure. It could be even higher. So let's just say 300 plus minus. And then obviously the biggest question mark, we do not know what is the COV, the cash over valuation for this property before doing the valuation report. So let's just say the COV, you're very blessed, there is zero COV, then let's just put it as zero. But if that says 20K, 30K, then we just put in accordingly. So obviously, if you're getting an agent to assist you, like myself, you have to factor in the agency fee as well. Let's just say you did not use any agent, and then the cash component, and there is no COV, then the total 120 plus 80 plus 138, that will give you $638, okay, plus minus. So this is in conjunction with the total elements of stamp duty, legal fee, and the purchase price. If let's say you're taking a HDB loan, then there is obviously no 5% mandatory cash to be focusing on. But let's look at what are the funds that you can use. So basically it's 3 elements: grants, your CPF OA, and obviously your cash. And then if you factor in the 4th element, which is a loan. Yeah, so at the end of the day, these 4 components have to be higher than this amount. And I also like to practice a lot of prudency and try not to get so much renovation loan. So all your cash, some of it have to be portioned out for a renovation. If let's say the unit that you're buying doesn't need to do renovation, then that's great for you. But I think if let's say a decent renovation today, just a touch up here and there, is a minimum 40,000 already. So do check that with your interior designer or contractor as well. Let's just talk about the complicated one. If let's say you're taking a private bank loan, so there is the 5% cash. Let's just say 700,000 times 5% is 35,000. Then 20% you can use CPF or cash. Up to you, if sufficient. So 20%, then it's 140,000. Don't forget about these 2 elements, stamp duty and legal fee, that you have to pay. So the total, assuming that you can take 75% loan, 525,000. Okay, when I calculate this 75% loan, right, I always calculate the bank interest and then what's my potential mortgage. So let's just say this is 535,000, and at the point of this video, right, because you're not taking such a high loan, let's just put it as 2.65% interest, and let's just assume that I'm talking to a really young person that you can get a loan tenure of 25 years. If you're older, there is a calculation for it, so do feel free to reach out and I will explain this more to you. But let's just say the loan tenure is 25 years, so that will give you a total of about 2395 per month, assuming it's 2.65% and a 25-year loan tenure. Okay, very, very important. So 2395. If that is comfortable for you, then you are able to afford comfortably a 700,000 HDB flat. If let's say you're taking a full 75% loan, then we have to factor in these 4 highlighted capital that you have to put up if you're gonna buy a place. So let's just take from the top, right? 15,600 plus 2,200 plus 35,000 plus 140,000. So which means to say, right, the minimum outlay is 192,800. So obviously, if there's gonna be COV, then you have to add that in as well. Okay, COV is within the purchase price. It's not 700,000 plus COV. It's COV within the 700,000. Okay, so which means to say that you cannot take such a large loan. It's mandatory to put a higher cash upfront. If you want to find out more about what's your estimated loan calculation, I can do that for you as well. And then also, if let's say you are wondering, what are other things that I need to take note of about financial calculation, this is a very elaborated video. There are obviously more things, more variables, and obviously you guys have different scenarios as well. Do feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to assist you in these questions. Thank you for tuning in for this video series. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.